All right. There hasn't been any traffic for like 5 minutes, and the moment I hit record, nothing but cars coming past. Welcome to 2025. Because of course there is another car coming. The one time I actually tried to record an intro and the fucking traffic just won't stop, will it? But I've never had an issue with just pulling off the road rather than holding up traffic and getting people frustrated. But it's been my experience, even riding the 390 Duke, it doesn't matter if you're going 10 k's over the speed limit, allegedly. There's always going to be someone who wants to overtake you anyway, so I just zipped up my jacket and my keys are inside. You're lying if you said you've never done that. Oh, far out. Look, at least I didn't get the helmet and gloves on first. I've done that too. Yep, road surface hazard. Not really starting wide, am I? Start wide and tend to finish tight isn't really relevant when you've got to dodge road surface hazards, potholes, leaves, sticks, you name it. But you keep it in the back of your mind. You really notice me going quiet when I'm dealing with some twisties, because I know that I'm not skilled enough to really narrate and ride really well at the same time, because I do get distracted by what I'm trying to say. So I mean, if you've ever sat through one of my riding videos, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I'll just go dead quiet, and that's often where I forget that I'm supposed to be entertaining somehow. I'm not suggesting that I'm the most entertaining thing out there, but I would rather focus on not falling off the bike than trying to remember what to say. I do wonder, going downhill now and struggling to keep the bike under 80 k's an hour, it does make me wonder what kind of a presence that Highway Patrol has on this road, because it must be absolutely difficult to patrol. But for me, it's not worth the risk in letting the bike go above 80 k's an hour downhill, because they only have to catch you once. It doesn't matter if you get away with it 99% of the time. That 1%, potentially all it takes for you to lose your license. And I like riding. It's not why I ride a 125. I'm not afraid of going the speed limit. Don't want to incriminate myself there, but there is something visceral and enjoyable about being able to hold the throttle wide open. Even on the 390 Duke, it's like a 5-second twist on the throttle and you're already doing freeway speeds. and then you've got to back it off and let it cruise, and it's just not the same as sitting right up in the high RPMs, which, you know, a 125 being a 125 is most of the time you're sitting at above 6,000 RPM. I do favour the inside shoulder because I'm just so paranoid of especially big vehicles cutting the corner, and I have seen that on numerous times and caught it on video too. In fact, it was twice in one day. It turns out it was the last time I was on this road. The first time was somewhere in South Gippsland in the twisties. A truck came around, cut the corner. No danger to me. I had enough visibility to see him coming. And then again on somewhere on this road, it was the same thing. I seen him coming, and no immediate danger to me. But it does happen, and you do see it all the time. How good is this road? Tambo River down there to our right. We'll get a better shot of that as we get lower. How pretty is this? Yep, you were cutting the corner, weren't you, buddy? I seen your tyres over the line, dipshit. I mean, I get mad about it, but as I say, there's no significant risk because I'm already buffering away from the middle line. 100 k's an hour, and there is no flippin' way that we're going to be able to do that on this bike. Tambo River down there. Look, I just don't know how much this GoPro can see because I'm never entirely sure about where it's pointing. I may have to make an adjustment to my rear brake. It's feeling a little bit softer than I'd like. But it's not so bad that I feel like I need to pull over here. It's just next time I'm giving it a service, I'll wind it in another, half a turn or so. Because, the pads on the drum do wear out. Tambo River. I did expect it to be, busier. But I guess that's the good thing about riding a slower bike as well, is you're not likely to catch up to traffic, unless there is a particularly slow-moving vehicle in front. There's nothing even remotely close behind me now, so I don't need to worry about pulling off, pulling over. You fucking dickhead. I caught it on camera again, right over the middle line. I hope he fucking had a wake-up call. I think nothing frustrates me more on this bike in particular than when I'm being held up by slow-moving traffic. Because I'm used to being one of the slowest vehicles on the road, but it's been my experience that slow driving car drivers are the most self-entitled fucking idiot drivers on the road. What is all this? Fuck that. What was my point? Oh, yeah, there are, like, they do open up extra lanes for slow-moving vehicles to pull over into. And in my experience, I don't think I've ever seen properly slow-moving, like, cars actually pull over. Like, you're holding everyone up. Don't act like you're in a rush getting somewhere. But they'll be like, no, they can just go slow and wait for me. Incidentally, this vehicle isn't going slow. They must be very familiar with the road. And it's now only 80 k's an hour anyway. But I am inclined just to give them plenty of space, because I cannot overtake. There's where the frustration comes from. I do not have the power to overtake a slow-moving vehicle. You know what? There are so many stones over the road. Fucking hell, I didn't get this on the other side, because look at the edging here. Every time some idiot driver runs on the shoulder, they spray the loose gravel onto the road, which is a very real and clear and present danger on two wheels. If you do have to hit gravel, do it upright. Even if you're having to slow right down and slam on the anchors right at the end of a corner, get your bike upright. Better to overshoot a corner a little bit than wash out over some gravel. And I'm actually really nervous of that now, because there is a lot of it. It's some idiot driver right up my ass, which I didn't get coming down, or coming up I should say. But I'm not pulling over for them, not on this road. Not with the shoulder the way it was. Give me a fucking proper turn off, and then we'll talk. Can't even pull off there safely, because one, there wasn't enough visibility, but two, the edging's so soft I would have instantly just fallen off. You spray stones up at me, you know what, I hit that gravel pile straight over the middle, but I couldn't see. That car threw up so much fucking dust. I knew I was going to hit it, and, you know, practice what you preach, really. Get the bike upright. I got up on my pegs just a little bit. But what an asshole. What a fucking asshole. I don't know how this visor would hold up to a stone. I mean, you think about it, you're driving in your car and some idiot car in front of you flicks up a rock, you get a cracked windscreen. This thin bit of plastic is a hell of a lot weaker than tempered glass windscreen. But now I'm nervous because I have to sit in position 3, and I'm paranoid about vehicles crossing the line. I do not have good visibility down the road because the corners are blind, as you can well see. Yeah, you crossed the line too, didn't you? Buddy, I do not have the power. I do not have the power. I do not have the power. You know what? Legend, old man. Legend. The irony is he's probably going to sit up my ass now. Because, truth be told, I was struggling to keep up with that car, let alone thinking that I was going to be able to pass him. I'm in a full tuck here because the bloke let me past. But now I'm on a hill and he's going to catch up again. Come on, 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 come on. That's the trouble, is that nobody knows that this bike isn't quick. It just looks like another motorbike. That's all right. That old bloke just restored my faith in humanity, because wasn't I just bitching about slow vehicles never... You know what, I will say though, he wasn't driving slowly, he was just a considerate old prick. The point I was trying to make earlier was that it's the people doing 40 k's an hour in an 80 zone are the ones that will never pull over. I was struggling to keep up with that car anyway, and he just pulled over out of courtesy. Good on you, mate. Good on you. You're both over the line, weren't you? I see you. I had a really good run in not having any traffic that I caught up to on my way in. It makes me wonder what's so good about going in this direction that there's more traffic going back down. I can start to feel heavier raindrops, and I got nowhere to pull over. That's right, they're probably expecting me to scream past, but I cannot scream past. By the time I caught up to them, I'm out of road. Dead set. The car was right up my arse. Better just to pull over. I'm doing 20 k's under the speed limit, so it's more than reasonable to want to pull over and let him go. I think those angry clouds are going to catch up to me before I get home. Oh, come on! What are you doing, you fucking piece of shit? the throttle wide open, and the bike was telling me it did not want to do so much as 70 k's an hour. Like, that is absolute bullshit. It's gone up to about 30 bloody degrees down here, and I'm absolutely roasting. The car behind me, fucking, were they going to overtake or what? I don't know. I'm doing the fucking speed limit. They just pulled right out onto the wrong side of the road. You're a fucking idiot. What was the point? What was the point? You fucking moron! I didn't need to calm my shit down. I'm not doing anyone any favours by getting like aggro like that. I think what annoyed... That's what they did to me. What I was trying to say right before they repeated their idiocracy is that they're not just overtaking, getting it over and done with. They're fucking sit right up my ass, like they're sitting up the ass of the car that's in front of them. And they pull out and they just take their fucking time. And they don't actually get the fucking overtaking done with. I mean, I'm pegging the throttle wide open at, you know, not even doing 90 k's an hour. What the fuck is that about? But I don't want to be any closer to that car anyway. I want to put as much fucking distance between them and me as they can. This is pissing me off. Dangerously underpowered. You've really just got to let the little 125 do its own thing. I'm getting tired and cranky because I've been out for too long. And I just want to be home, and I would love it if this bike could just do the bloody speed limit. This is why I do not recommend a 125 for a beginner rider in a regional area. Sure, around town, around the suburbs, in the city, perfect starter bike. But out here, like in the country, nah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to not be able to do the speed limit. And unfortunately, it's other road users that make it that dangerous in the first place. But that is just the reality of the world we live in. Alrighty, we're coming into Bairnsdale now. It's high time that I pulled over and had another stretch. I can feel the numbness in my bum starting to really hurt. Oh. I'm probably going to cut most of that out. Angry ranting aside. But as always, if you've stuck with me this long, thank you and I appreciate it. I'm going to find somewhere to pull over and then just switch everything off. And I really do think that I'll be safe to take off my riding gear, because look at this shit. You wouldn't think I just got caught in a thunderstorm. Luck now. Yeah, right. This'll do. Probably better to pull over here than in the main street of Bairnsdale, where it's a little bit busier as well. Oh, yeah, I'm sore. So 2 hours to go to get home from here. Oh, fuck me. And I'm already very sore. And of course, the wet hasn't helped that. I'm cranky because my hands are wet, my socks are wet, my undies are wet, and it's hot and humid. Okay, that's it from me.